Hi everyone, welcome to OET 369. I'm really glad to see you all again and I really hope that you're all doing very well. Today I'm here with a very short video on how to improve your writing skills or English writing skills. I think recently most of the students who are preparing for their English language exams have been asking me this question. I have done some of my writing when I was at school. I have done some writing while I was at college, but since then I haven't been doing anything. Now it's almost 3 or 4 years or almost 5 to 6 years or almost even 7 to 8 years that I have not been writing anything much. I'm just doing my routine writing, that's it. So all of a sudden, if you ask me to write a letter, how can I write this? I think this is a very genuine question, to be fair. If I'm a person who hasn't been writing for the last 4 to 5 years, all of a sudden I won't be able to start to write an OET letter or an IELTS academic or general writing tasks. So today we are going to look, even if you start writing or even if you start with your OET preparation, this should help you to improve from what you are. Okay, so today what we are going to look is how to improve your writing skills or how to come into the track of writing a letter or writing a task. Okay. Step number 1 or day number 1, you are not just going to start writing all of a sudden. I don't think that is going to work out. You know that everything should have a base. If you are trying to plan a building or if you're trying to construct a building, the building should have strong base. Otherwise, how much guarantee that building has? Maybe 1 or 2 years, then it's gone. It will have problems. Every time we look for quality products because you are then assured that you've got enough time or you're then assured that you've got enough quality, so you can trust that particular product. If you're trying to bake a cake, you will actually try to put a strong foundation by adding enough ingredients to that cake. One of the ingredients are less, that cake may just do you won't be able to bake that in a perfect way. Same like all of this, when you try to develop your writing skills, you should have a base, you should have a foundation. Otherwise, there is no guarantee for your test results. If you have a foundation for your writing, then your test results are guaranteed. This is from my experience. I've been doing English tutoring for the last couple of years or many years, and this is what my findings from my own students. Those who had a strong base had always a guarantee on their results, and I think we need that guarantee. Otherwise, we are just going to lose our money and time, all we have spent. Okay, so today we are going to see how can I guarantee my OET writing score. Step number 1, just don't start writing whatever you know. Okay, on day 1 or on the as a part of my improvement process on day 1, I would start with reading something. You just can't all of a sudden go and write a letter. Read something. You can read anything. You can read any fictions. You can read any any stories or any BBC News, any articles, or even OET model letters. I strongly recommend you to read at least 10 to 20 minutes on your first day. Just don't start writing all of a sudden. That's not going to help you. So please remember that. Read first. Okay? Just for a short period of time. On the second step, if you are not very well versed in English language, I would continue that for 1 or 2 days. Then I would start thinking on how to develop my own skills. The next thing I would like to know, or the next thing I would suggest you to as candidates is, if you are preparing for an OET exam, know how your letter is going to be evaluated by the examiner. If you're preparing for an IELTS exam, again, know what are the criteria that you should be following to make your things better. Sometimes when students come and join me for the classes, they might have even done exams once or twice. But when I ask the criteria, do you know how actually your letter is assessed? Well, actually, I don't. I've never thought about that. I just start writing. I get corrections, tick or, this is grammar mistake, this is grammar mistake. That's how I do. No point in doing that, guys. You actually need to know what the examiner is looking in your letter, so you can focus on those points. So start reading. Step number 2 is to know what are the criteria that they are looking at. Okay, so it could be in OET, we say purpose, content selection. So know that we have uploaded a previous video on criteria, OET writing criteria. You can go and watch it if you would like to. or you can refer to the OET official website. They have clearly given what are the criteria. Okay, so that is the next thing you should know. You should be clearly having an understanding about what they are looking at your letter. The third thing, start with writing. I would say start only. I won't write a full letter in the beginning. What you can do is, whatever letters you have read, try to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks yourself. Try to fill those blanks by yourself. Okay, so you can get a letter. You can get a printed version of a letter by putting blanks. We have got that available. So you can just try to fill in those blanks. So you are partially starting to write. Okay, so you are developing step by step, not just all of a sudden. So I will start filling those letters. So I have an idea on what I'm looking for in each sentence. So if you have like a 22 sentence in an OET letter, leave at least one blank in each sentence. And you try to fill that blank, which should then remind you what you are doing. And the final step is to start writing as per your time. So you know that OET has strict time limit, 45 minutes. But if you are very, very, very beginner, or if you are trying to improve on what you are, then don't worry about the time. First of all, just take 1 hour instead of 45 minutes or even 55 minutes, or just take your time. See how much time actually you have taken for the first letter. Okay, try with simple letters with less content and see how much time you have taken. So imagine that I have taken 1 hour today. Tomorrow, you should be setting an alarm of 50 minutes. Reduce it by 10 minutes. Day after tomorrow, you should be doing it in 45 minutes, and then you can reduce very gradually. Okay, and from the moment you can start writing in 35 or 40 minutes, stay there. Okay, never try to challenge your time. Always take the time as your challenge. Okay, you should be finishing it on time, because if you have written a letter in 1 hour, that is going to be very different from what you're going to do in 30 minutes. Okay, so remember the time limit and then start writing. First of all, I would do these much things before even I approach a trainer. Have an understanding about yourself, and then we can always help you to develop on what you are. Okay, you might have, I'm not telling you to learn everything, because if you learn everything by yourself, if you have any mistakes, you don't know. There is nobody to correct you, and you may just sit and practice the wrong things. So begin and then approach any trainer, any reliable trainer really. If I have done OET training, I have attempted OET 5 to 6 times. Tomorrow I got the score. Day after tomorrow I'm going to teach. What am I going to teach? So approach professional trainers, those who are qualified to teach you. Okay, and then you can start developing from there. Always try each task in the time limit, and whenever you are writing a letter, the last step is to improve from what you are, which means you need to rewrite all your letters. So you get the corrections of the letter, rewrite it. If you haven't rewritten it, the letter that you have wrote will stay in your mind. Okay, so I strongly recommend you to rewrite the letter, understand what were the mistakes, and then if you want, you can even write it and keep on what your don'ts are, or what are your problems. Try to overcome that in the next one. If you do this regularly, your writing shouldn't be a problem, because this is what every individual do to improve their writing skills, including myself. Okay, so I hope this was a useful video for all of you, because many have been asking me all of a sudden, how can I start writing? All of a sudden, you can't start writing. You only can start it step by step. If you need to improve from something, again, you have to do that improvement in step by step. Just today, if you have done it, if you're not consistent in your practice, that's not going to help you. Again, always listen to my motto, listen English, get training in English, speak to your trainer in English. This should improve automatically your English language proficiency. Okay, so I hope this video was useful for all of you. If you have any online course detail queries, you can work on to our website english369.uk. You can also WhatsApp me. I have included my WhatsApp number with the description, or you can email me at oet369@gmail.com. thank you so much for all of your support you've been giving me. That motivates you to do more videos and support more candidates. And we are here, even if you arrive in UK, we do OSCE trainings and everything. So we are here until you get your registration in UK or in AMC, or until you get your registration in other parts of the country, parts of the world. Okay, so thank you so much for all of your support. We would love to help you. Keep on watching OET 369.